welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm Kerry, just in case you've stumbled across this video and you haven't watched any of my previous videos before. So the last video that I did was my living room makeover reveal. I'll pop the link to that below in case you want to have a little look at it. But that video almost prompted me to do this video, because while I was doing my living room makeover, I had a massive clear out and a huge declutter, and it feels so much better. So I came upstairs and looked around, and there's just stuff everywhere. I can't get clothes into my wardrobe. I open my wardrobes and things fall out. Dare I say it, I've got too many clothes. Does any woman ever say they've got too many clothes? But I have to admit, I do tend to hoard clothes. So I decided that I would have a massive declutter. So I've watched some YouTube videos, I've read some blogs, looked on Instagram, got advice from people, and I decided that the Marie Kondo method is probably the best way to go about it. So what I'm going to do is show you my wardrobe space at the minute and my drawer space. I'm going to take everything out of each wardrobe, each drawer. I'm going to put it all on the bed, all together. That's my plan anyway. So it's already 10 to 2. It's Monday, the 24th of February, and it's 10 to 2. I've been meaning to start this since 9 o'clock this morning, but got waylaid doing admin stuff and things like that. So I might not get it all finished today, but I'm going to tackle it head on and see how much I get done. So here are our wardrobes. These are fitted ones in our bedroom, so we've got one there which is mine and one at this side which is Justin's, and there's a little top section as well, which we got a lot of bedding in that one, and I've got some storage up at the top there as well. So this one is just out of control. I'll show you how it's looking. Like, you just can't really fit much more in there, can you? I mean, if I need to find something, this is what I have to do. Here it is that top that I was looking for. So there you go, that's how bad that wardrobe is. You can see how desperate that needs to be cleaned out. So other than that, storage wise, we've got these drawers here, which are full of my stuff, but they're not actually very deep. So if I open this one, you can see that they're not mega deep, but every drawer is chock-a-block like that. And then we've also got more storage over that side, which are Justin's drawers, but I've also got one of those drawers as well. So next up, I will take you through to the room of doom, which is otherwise known as my dressing room. It's not a pretty sight, I'm going to warn you now. Here we go. Here we are. So this is the main room that needs sorting out. There's my jean drawer down there, and then this one is full of makeup, nail varnishes. As you can see, far too much stuff there. Then we've got these wardrobes here, which are pine wardrobes, which I painted many moons ago. They're not ideal. Again, the drawers are really narrow. This section here isn't very deep, so it's not ideal for my long dresses and things. And they're just in desperate need of a declutter. I'll show you this side here first. Look, got the wardrobe space going on because I can't fit anything in the wardrobe. And then I've got shirts and things at this side. Down here, look, bags and shoes all shoved into the cupboard. No space at all. And then more clothes in here. Everything is jam-packed. You can hardly move anything because there's just no space. Again, I've got all shoes and things stuffed under there. And everything's just so compacted together that everything just ends up getting creased. It's not ideal. There's stuff in here that I've not worn for years, but things I keep looking at and thinking, oh yeah, I will wear that one day. No, time for it to go. And then this wardrobe here is kind of shared. It's got Justin's stuff in, it's got some ski things in, and then at the bottom again, it's just got so much stuff just shoved in there. Some of my dresses in there, blazers and things hung up. So it's kind of shared wardrobe space, but all this stuff at the bottom needs sorting. It's just mess everywhere. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to empty all my wardrobes and put all the clothes in one big pile on the bed. So that's the clothes completely emptied out of that wardrobe. As you can see, all this in the bottom needs to be taken out as well. But I'm going to concentrate on clothes first. And once I've had a good declutter of those, I'll then come back to this area. Next up are these wardrobes here. And there's a lot of clothes in here. Just some bags and things left in there, but that is totally emptied out. Are you ready to see the huge mountain on my bed? Oh my god, look at all those clothes. I mean, that is absolutely disgusting, really, the amount of clothes that I've got there. That is just crazy. No one can wear that amount of clothes in a lifetime. I think doing it this way, it is a huge realisation of the amount of stuff that you've got. And I've not even started on my drawers net yet. I'm going to do that in a minute. So the final area to tackle are these drawers. I'm going to start off with big jumpers at the bottom. How disgusting is this? All these clothes. Who knew that I had so many clothes? I mean, I knew that it was getting out of control, and some of these I've had for years and years and years. And a lot of them I just kept thinking, yeah, I will wear them one day. Also, I used to work in Reese, and I've got stuff from when I used to work there because I think, oh, they're really nice quality, or they were expensive, or I used my staff discount on those. I'm going to keep hold of those. So many different reasons like that I've held on to stuff, when actually the fact is I'll probably never ever wear them again. So I think that to do this exercise, get them all out like this, just is a massive eye-opener and makes you realise just how much stuff you've got that you don't actually need. So what I'm going to do is follow the Marie Kondo method, which is do things spark joy. So I'm going to look at each individual item of clothing and decide whether it sparks joy for me, because I've got outfits that I absolutely love that I wear over and over again, and they're the ones that do spark joy. And that I'm always going to choose that outfit over something that's shoved in the wardrobe that I'm thinking, yeah, I'll wear that one day. At the end of the day, if I loved it, I would be wearing it all the time. And no one needs this amount of clothes. So yeah, wish me luck. So I've got lots of hoodies like this, which I usually keep for football. And, you know, I do need hoodies for football. So I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to have a pile down here for things that I'm going to keep. That one is a no. That does not spark joy. This one, yes, lovely and snuggly. And this one is a yes too. This is one of my running tops. That's a yes. This one, no, that does not spark joy either. This is a Reese jumpsuit. It's silk and I've worn it for weddings. And it used to be really, really flattering on. In fact, I wonder if I can find a picture. If I can find a picture, I will insert it. And I did love it, but the fact is, will I wear a silk jumpsuit now? Also, look, it's quite a strappy one. So I think the only time that I would probably wear that is if I was going to a wedding or something. And actually, if I was going to a wedding now, I probably want to wear something different to that. So I think that is actually going to go on the pile to go to a new home. Yes, goodbye jumpsuit. So this was one of the pieces that I got in Reese when I worked for Reese, and I remember using my staff discount. I used to get 75% for items that I wore to work, so classed as uniform, and this was one of them. So I think I got this, I can't even remember how much for, but 75% discount was a huge discount, and I've kept it for the past how long is it since I've worked there? Probably about 8-9 years, and I've hardly worn it in that time. It's just been hung in the wardrobe. It's gone a little bit bobbly, the neck's really big on it, and yeah, it's just something that I've kept because I guess the memories behind it really, and the fact that I got it so cheap that I didn't want to let go of it. So that's a bit crazy really, isn't it? So that one is to go. And this one was another one. Again, that was a Reese purchase while I was working there. It's got a nice low back, and don't know, I still do like this one, and the colour's really unusual as well. So I think what I'll do with this one is put it to one side. I've got a couple of items that I'm putting to one side, and then what you have to do is turn the hangers round, and if you've not worn them within a certain amount of time, you then get rid of them. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. So I thought I would give you a little update as to where I'm at. It's been pretty straightforward so far, and I've actually got rid of loads of things, so I'm really proud of myself. I'll show you the 2 piles that I've got. I've still got to keep going. There's still some other bits that I need to get rid of. Here is my pile to go to a new home, and here is my pile to keep so far, and this pile here I'm still to tackle. So there's the odd item of clothing that I'm even taking pictures to and sending to my friend to see what she thinks. So I think actually those can be classed as halfway ones. So I'll put those with the hangers the opposite way around. So I'm actually finished. So that pile over there is all to go to charity. I'm actually really pleased with that because that's a lot of clothes. That's a couple of things that are halfway, but there's definitely more than that. So and this is the pile that I've said to keep. But actually I'm going to go through it again and decide maybe downsize a little bit more, and also turn the hangers round so that if I don't wear it, then I know that it can go. Sometimes you just need a friend like this. Send her a picture, keep or go. 100% go. So blue and white stripy dress, which I've always loved, is gone onto the go pile. Look how big that is now. Pretty happy with that. So it is now 5:10. Out of the big pile that I had for keeping, I've got rid of some extra bits as well. So I've now got a huge mountain of things to go, which makes me so happy, and I've started to put things back in the wardrobe. So I'll show you the pile of things to go. This is it. Look at all that stuff. I mean, that is crazy, isn't it? I would say that that is probably maybe not 50%, but maybe 40% of things that I had. Would you say maybe 30%? There's a lot of stuff there. So I'm super proud of myself for getting rid of all of that. I've been looking into different charities, and I've asked on Instagram for people to recommend different ways. I've rang a couple of refuges, but I'll tell you more about that towards the end of this video in case you're in a similar position and you want to get rid of some clothes. So I've still got some more to go. I've still got some more hanging up to do. These are all the spare hangers. These are like little shorts that I wear when we go to Cornwall. The only time I ever really wear shorts like that is in Cornwall with a hoodie. So I'm going to put those, I think, in a case because I don't really need them out. I'm going to leave it for today because it's time to cook dinner and I will show you the rest tomorrow. Good morning. So it's now Tuesday morning. I didn't do any more after tea last night. I just cleared the bed so that we could actually get in bed, moved all the coat hangers and things. So I've still got a small pile of stuff that I need to work through. I've got one drawer which has got tops in as well, which I totally forgot about yesterday. So I need to pull that out and go through that. Ideally by lunchtime today, I am going to be finished. So plan of action is go through this pile here, put away the ones that I'm keeping, and then I need to go through the pile of things that are going to a new home because some of those have got stains on so they can't actually go, so they'll go in the bin, and the rest of them will go to a couple of different charities which I will tell you about afterwards. This is a small pile that I've still got left to sort out. The drawer is over there, so I'm going to get that drawer out in a minute as well, and this is the pile to go. How good is that? There is so much stuff there. I'm so happy with myself. I've been very, very ruthless, got rid of loads and loads of stuff. That's sorted into different piles. This pile needs hanging up. These are tracksuit bottoms. I've now got a drawer over here for my tracksuit bottoms. So that is good. Jeans need hanging up, and then knitwear and a blouse all need hanging up. These I need to find a home for. I'll probably put those back in the drawer over there. These are tracksuit bottoms which I've been using to paint in. How many tracksuit bottoms does one need to paint in? So many different pairs. So I'm going to get rid of 2 pairs and just keep 1 pair, which are, I'm going to get rid of those. I'm going to keep these. I'm going to get rid of those ones because who needs that many tracksuit bottoms to paint in? I mean, I know I love painting, but I don't paint that much. So the wardrobes in the dressing room are looking so much tidier. So I've got my jeans and my trousers hung there, then I've got all my jumpers, and at this side I've got my hoodies. And look, the bottom is clear. But I've still got this to contend with. So this is my little job now. I'm just going to go through this. Some shoes in here I don't wear anymore, so I'm going to get rid of those. And the rest of them I'm just going to put nice and tidily in the bottom of the wardrobe. So I've got handbags. What I'll do is I'll put the handbags back into this box when it's completely cleared out. Shoes that I wear, like these, I'm going to put in the bottom of here. Never going to wear those again. They are a pair that I bought and they're so uncomfortable. So time for those to go. Some holiday sandals, so I'll keep hold of those. Again, some wedges that I wear on holiday. Let's put those at the back there. What are these? Some H&M leather pants. I think they've seen better days, so they can go as well. And this handbag has just rotted while it's been in there, so that can go. All finished, so let me show you how the wardrobes in the dressing room are now looking. Ta-da! How good is that? That looks so much better than what I did before. And look down below, no clutter anymore, just nice, neatly organised shoes. And then the same in this far one. Look at that. Now that is just so satisfying to see. And all my bags and things, well, not all my bags, I've still got bags in other places, but most of my bags are in that box there. So we've got everything nicely organised. I feel so much better. I've now cleared all my stuff out of this wardrobe, so Justin can have his wardrobe back. So I'll take you through now into our bedroom and I'll show you how the wardrobe's looking in there as well. So here we are, so much better. So I've got all my dresses here, and then I've got my blouses and shirts here, and then from there onwards I've got my blazers hung up. So I've got loads of space in there. I've still got so many clothes, but I've also got rid of so many stuff, and I've emptied the bottom out there, and it's just so much better. I can now access everything without having to climb into my wardrobe. And this is the pile of stuff that I'm getting rid of. So what I'm going to do is go make a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go through that and sort it into piles that I need to throw in the bin and ones that I need to send to charity, and then find homes for these hangers somehow. So I've looked into different charities and organisations of places where I could take the clothes. I really want them to go to a special cause. The first thing that popped into my head was the Women's Refuge, and I know we have a local one. I gave them a call and they said that they didn't have any storage whatsoever. So unfortunately that wasn't an option. And I also tried one other refuge as well. They also didn't have any storage. So that was a shame. So I was thinking about the homeless charity. We've got one in Newcastle called People's Kitchen. So I put a little note out on Instagram to see if anybody could recommend anywhere, and so many people came back with different options. The main one, which came back hundreds of times, was SmartWorks. So that is a charity that's based in London, and any clothing donated goes to help women back into work. So they provide clothing for job interviews, and women are referred to them from homeless shelters, mental health charities, prison, job centres and things like that. So the women get referred, and then they use the clothing that people have donated to help them get back into work. So I think that is a really, really good charity. So that is one of the charities that I'm going to donate to. I'm going to go through the pile of stuff, and anything that's really smart that can be used for a job interview, I'll put that to one side and I'll take that to them. Also, ones that came up were clothing banks, the community school clothing, Destiny Street Works in Newcastle, shops like H&M and Marks and Spencer's. They accept clothes, and they I think H&M give you a voucher to spend in store or something like that. So that's another option. There's Crisis Charity. Lots of people recommended that. They're looking for donations at the minute. There's a charity called smartrecycling.org.uk. I think they pay you per kilogram. There's also savethechildren.org. They're looking for donations at the minute. And also a lovely lady who's the manager of Marie Curie in Gosforth. She got in contact to say that they are always really grateful for donations. They're desperate for clothes right now. So not all charity shops are full, like the experience that I've had in the past. And also, if you are local to Gosforth, then please do pop into Marie Curie, because they'll be super grateful for any donations. I'm definitely going to drop some stuff in next time I'm passing. But another option that I had was a lovely lady got in contact to say that a couple of her friends are holding a huge clothing sale, and it's going to go towards two charities which are really special. One of them is the Motorbike Angels, who help transport blood, and the other one is the Pyjama Fairies, and that's a really special charity. They basically make pyjamas for children that are in hospital, so that they've not got to get changed, to have their drips and things like that changed. So I just think that's really special, and anything with children always pulls at my heartstrings. So I'm going to meet the girls, and I'm going to drop a big bag of clothing with them as well, so that they can sell that at their charity event, and the money raised will go to those two charities. So yeah, I will put all the details of all the charities that I've just mentioned in the description box below, in case any of you deciding to have a big clear out and you're looking where to donate clothes. It's just really nice that something good can come out of all this. And it's nice that you can give to charity and help other people as well. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sort these into piles, get them all bagged up, and then that'll be done. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I thought I would film it just to show you how bad things were. It might spur you on to think, yeah, mine's exactly the same. It's amazing how much stuff I have actually got rid of. I'm quite proud of myself actually. I've been really ruthless and I've just got rid of so much stuff. I have done the thing where you turn the coat hangers around, and I've got probably a dozen items that I'm still not 100% sure about. So I've just turned the coat hangers around, and then in another couple of months I will reassess those and see whether I've worn any of them. And if I've still not worn them, then they will go as well. So it's good to keep checking on items, isn't it? And I'm also going to be just really mindful when it comes to buying new items. I'm not going to shop as much fast fashion. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? I'm really going to be a little bit more conscious of what I'm buying and just try and buy pieces that I really love and that I know I will keep and love forever. So I will say goodbye for now, and if you've enjoyed this, please give it the thumbs up. It's really important to keep growing my channel, and also hit the subscribe button below. The next video that I'm going to do is my makeup sort out, because you saw in there my dressing room is a bit of a mess. I've got to sort all my makeup out, but I need to get some storage, so I'm going to look into storage options and I'm going to film that video next, and then I'll also get on with doing my house tour part 2, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll see you next time. Bye.